Umsipili.
Good afternoon, Warrant.
Afternoon, Advocate.
Okay. Now, Warrant, you have previously testified before this honorable court, and I've also previously asked you questions, correct?
Sebuthululeke ubufakazi bakho ngaphambilini phambi kwale nkantolo nami ke ngakuhloma ngemibuzo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, the purpose of my engagement this time is not to regurgitate what we have previously discussed, but I'm going to recap on some of the points so that I'm laying the basis of going into exhibit DD4 in brackets B.
Manje ke okwami asikonaka ukuthi sibuyele emuva ke siphinde lokho bese khulume ngako ngaphambilini kodwa nje ukuthi ke nje ngikhombise ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi ngingene kuyena ke uexhibit lona 44B.
Now, your testimony before is that you received and even yesterday, that you received this cell phone on the 20th of October 2021 from Sergeant Mukhani. Is that correct? Sorry. So when did you receive the cell phone? In fact, let me not put words into your mouth. When did you receive the cell phone from Sergeant Mukhani?
Angikubuza ngale ndlela uma lo makhalekhukhwini uthola kwakunini uthola kuyena uSergeant Mukhani.
Kwakumhla ka 2021 02 08.
2021 02 08.
Okay. And with respect to, because I'm going to touch a lot on this X-ray. My learned colleague says XRY, I'll say X-ray. We are using the same thing. Because if I keep on saying XRY, I'll speak until Mandela is resurrected. So I'll simply say X-ray, right? So you are saying your training includes the following: X-ray logical forensic toolkit, X-ray physical forensic toolkit, X-ray smartphone, and examine. Examine is XAMN, correct?
Yebo.
Okay. Lana ke yebo ikona ukuqeqesha ngakuthola ke lokhu X uthekemise lamsipilo uma ubiza kumshushuthi XRY yena uzothi ke X-ray ma forensic toolkit, physical forensic PDP, X-ray smartphone kanye nale ibizo ngokuthi examine bona ke ama trainings lawo engawenzi noma engawathola.
And in your evidence today, you referred to a physical and a logical examination. In brief, just describe those of us who are not familiar with what you were talking about.
Uma bukhuluma ke ngawo ke ama physical kanye nama logical uchazele ke abathina ke labo abangangakwazi ke lokho ukuthi kuyini.
Ngichaza lapho ukuthi uma ngabe usebenzisa X-ray njengoba ushilo kunendlela embili zoku-extractor i-data ku-device.
What I was saying there is that as you mentioned it, there are two ways of extracting from a device here.
Uma ngabe u-extractor iphone kuukuthi ufuna into ebonakalayo efonini uyenza ngo-logical.
If you extract something from the phone, you want something that is visible, that can be seen on the phone, then you make use of logical.
And then uma ngabe u-extractor iphone kuukuthi ufuna nalokhu mhlambe okudeletiwe usebenzisa u-physical.
If you then extract something from the phone and then you also want that which has been deleted, then you make use of physical.
Okay. And are these processes, the physical and the logical extraction, done simultaneously, or is one done before, then the other follows?
Ingaba le nhlelo lezi ke zenziwa ngesikhathi esodwa noma ke kuqala kwenziwe enye bese enye iyalandela ke.
njengoba ngichaze ukuthi zimbili uwe odecidayo ukuthi ufunani wenza eyodwa.
As I've already mentioned that there are two, it depends on you as to what it is that you want, so you only do one.
Okay. Now, because you say you received the cell phone from Sergeant Mohani, there are certain chain of custody issues that are lingering in the back of my mind. Let's then address this issue of chain of custody. Do you understand chain of custody as it pertains to evidence, forensic and otherwise?
Uma kukhulunywa ke ngoba ke ikhona lokho ke ekukhulunywa sekukhulunywa nge-chain of custody phakathi kwakhe nayo ke uMukhane. Uma sekufikelela la ngaba ke uma kukhulunywa nge-chain of custody ngaba uya-understand yini ukuthi kusho ukuthini?
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, I do.
What is chain of custody according to your understanding?
Ngendlela wena ke uyi-understand ngayo iyini?
I-chain of custody ichaza ukuthi le device eyi-exhibit yayikade itholakele kuphi ifike kanjani komunye komunye kuthile ekugcineni yileyo chain leyo akhuluma ngayo.
Chain of custody is that this exhibit or this device, which is now an exhibit, where was it? How did it get to the next person? And then thereafter up until the end. That is the chain of custody.
Now, in this
Sorry,
instance,
this one.
oh, sorry,
Still, please.
sorry, Warrant.
And then okunye engachaza kuleyo process leyo ihamba nama statement achazayo uma ngabe uyireceive kufanele usho ukuthi uyithole ngaliphi ilanga ngasiphi isikhathi and then wena wenzani ngayo then till isuka kuwe.
And also it's accompanied by statements that on which day did you get it? What did you then do after getting it? And also when it's moving away from you, in other words, it being now moved somewhere else.
Now, in this instance, receiving the cell phone that contains 2 SIM cards and an SD card from Sergeant Mohani, can you describe your process of documenting the chain of evidence for those devices that you received from Sergeant Mohani?
Usutholeke le device lena ke kuyena ke uSergeant Mukhane usungachaza ke manje ke ukusebenza kwakho noma ke ukwenza kwakho uma ngabe usukuthola lama device amabili kuyena uSergeant Mukhane.
Ngicabanga ukuthi naseqaleni ngachaza ukuthi i-cellphone ngayireceive ngomhla ka-8 kaFebruary 2021 ngayithatha ngayibeka ku-safe.
I think I mentioned this even before or previously that I received the device or the cell phone on the 8th of February 2021 and I placed it in a safe.
Kwase kuthi ngomhla ka-20 October 2021 yila ngayikhipha khona ngayosebenza ngayo.
Then on the 20th of October 2021, that's when I then took it out or booked it out to work on it.
Njengoba ngangichazile ukuthi isizathu salapho phakathi kwalama date lawo yingoba sinomsebenzi omningi. I-evidence or i-device uma ifika nayo siyayisithatha sireceive sibeke ku-safe ilinde nayo isikhathi sayo ngoba zihamba ngeline neline.
And the reason for that, I also explained, that it's because we have a lot of work. So when a device comes in, it's then placed in a safe. So then when its time comes to work on it, because it's according to a, in other words, you work according to a sequence.
And then ngiyaye ngiqaphele ukuthi uma ngireceive i-cell phone or i-device ngichecka ukuthi is properly sealed, it was just tampered with.
And when I receive a cell phone or a device, I check whether it was properly sealed or tampered with.
Na noma ngiyikhipha esafini ngiyayichecka ukuthi isese-right.
Also, when I take it out of the safe, I check whether it's still in a proper condition.
Then bese ngiyayisebenza mangiqeda futhi ngiyayisila.
I then work on it, and when I'm done, I seal it again.
Then ngiyibuyisela esafini ilinde u-investigating officer azoyicollect.
I then put it back in the safe to wait for the investigating officer to come and collect it.
Yilokho mina engikwenzayo.
That's what I do.
Okay. Sorry, Advocate Tibanda, I'm going to request Exhibit DD4 in brackets B from the pages 1 that we worked from, so that I can take this witness through my cross-examination. The 19 teachers, this one. Push it so that I can see the EXIF metadata. Right? No, all of them from the beginning, but I want to also see the data with them because I want to cross on the data. Yeah, this one. Now, Warrant, I'm going to speak your language and you speak it better than me. I've seen on some of these photographs, go to the second one, Mr. Sibana, because I want to see if it says EXIF metadata. Yes, yeah, this one. You see on all of it, amongst the data that is there, it says EXIF and then it will say the data, EXIF and the data. What is this EXIF? What does it mean? What does it refer to?
Makhulunyeka ngo-EXIF lona ngoba kuyithombe lozi uyabona kunalo EXIF ukuthi ke yini u-EXIF lona. I don't know, maybe you can explain.
Okay, from my understanding, it means the interchangeable image file format. That is the format in which a device saves images like photographs in it.
Tike indlela ke i-device esave ngayo ithombe kuyona.
Now, amongst others, it will contain certain properties. That is the camera that it took, the shutter, everything. I'm not interested in those technical aspects. All I'm interested in is the timestamp. Do you understand the timestamp?
The timestamp, we understand.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
What is it, sir?
Yini yona?
isikhathi isithombe esathathwa ngayo.
It's the time on which the photo was taken.
So, and what else is included in the timestamp?
Ikuphi okunye okukhona kuyona i-timestamp?
Nesikhathi.
The time.
Okay. And then I'm also interested in the place where that photograph was taken at the time it was taken. What will show that place according to your understanding of this EXIF metadata?
Okunye futhi ke indawo kuyona ke le EXIF lena yini ezokhombisa noma ezotshengisa yona ke indawo isithombe sathotshelwa kuyona.
The location, what will determine the location where the photograph was taken?
Yini ezochaza indawo lapho isithombe sathotshelwa khona.
Ngicabanga ukuthi mina ngokwami ukwazi mangabe kunama coordinates avelayo lapha ila uzokhona ukubona khona.
I think according to my understanding, my knowledge is that when there are coordinates there, that's where you'll be able to.
And
Okay.
you are quite correct. I'm not going to fault you. It will be the coordinates of the GPS, if, like you explained under Advocate Sibanda, Advocate Munisi, that if the location is turned on, when you take a photo, it will show the location where that photo was taken at the time, correct?
Nanjengoba kushilo ke ukuthi ke uma ngaba i-location i-on.
Kunjani?
That's correct.
Now, before we go to the location, because I'm like I said, I'm gonna be interested in a few aspects to take you through. I'm interested in the cuff draw that we've seen in some of the photographs. I'm interested in the location. I'm interested in, and by the cuff draw, by the way, cuff draw / deleted, me and you will understand, but we'll make it easier for the court and the rest of us, right?
Nake nawe sizozazi ke lezi zinto kodwa sokwenza lula ke lokho sikwenzela ke inkantolo kanye futhi ke abanye bethu.
And I'm interested in the GPS location. If there are GPS location, if there's not, I'll take you through why it's not there or why should it be there. Then you'll give your explanations. Now, before we go there, warrant officer, can you explain how this X-ray software determines the origins of the photos on a cell phone? Do you understand my question?
Ngicela uyiphinde.
Can you repeat it?
Explain how the X-ray software determines the origins of a cell phone. I mean, of a photo in a cell phone.
Okay.
Let me make it easier for you.
Yeah, because you understand.
Yes.
Please do.
A photo is captured by the actual device. that takes it, correct?
Isithombe sisetshenziswa umakhalekhukhwini uqobo i-device.
Right, and it will be saved in the SD card, if there's an SD card, or in the memory of that phone, correct?
Izoseva kuyona-ke i-SD card noma-ke ku-memory uma ikhona.
Kunjalo.
Correct.
And the photo will then, if I know you, we are friends, I'll share that photo with you. So your origin, it will be Ramusepeli.
Uma ke mina nawe ke sazana singabangani sidluliselana ke ithombe kuyena ke la izochaza ukuthi buyapi izobhala uRamusipile.
Kunjalo ngicabanga ukuthi engingaku-explaina lapho. If une photo efonini yakho,
Yes.
then uya ku-details. Uma ngabe ithi DCIM camera,
Yes.
leyo photo leyo ithethwe ifoni yakho, i-camera. Then uma ngabe uya ku
Izomdida mina lento angiyazi niyazi. If you have a photo on your phone and then you go to details, then there is what's called DCIM. Then DCIM camera. Then it indicates or says that it was taken using your phone.
and then okunye uma ngabe unesithombe efonini yakho,
And if you have a photo on your phone
then uya lapha ku-details.
and you go to details,
Then uzothola ikunika le number esithi JPEG number then but ngale egcineni ingaba no WA, then iyasho ukuthi lesithombe siphuma ku WhatsApp, then uma ngabe sibuya ku someone else uyokhona ukubona phansi ukuthi said received. Received.
received. And then there is what is referred to or called JPEG, and then there is WA, which then says that it was, it indicates that it was via WhatsApp, and it also indicate received.
And then esinye isithombe mhlawumbe mangabe usithole ku Facebook nakhona siyabhala lapho ukuthi sibuya ku Facebook, then
And then the other photo, if it comes from Facebook, it also indicates that it was received or it came through, the source was Facebook. We are able to see that.
so ngokwami ukwazi i-X-ray ayishintshi lutho kokusefonini, iyenza njengoba injalo.
And according to my knowledge is that X-ray does not change anything on the phone or from the phone. It does it exactly as it is.
So similarly, if I understand you correctly, if then that photo is saved onto an SD card because it's not the actual device of the phone, it's an addition, will that also show on the saved photo in the SD card the origin of that photo? If the phone, sorry, Pastor Jonas, let me clarify it easier for you. Now, I capture a photograph, right? It's saved in the SIM card or the memory of the device itself, the cell phone
Ngithola
itself.
isithombe ne bese siya save ke kuyona ke iSIM card or memory card ye phone.
Right. Now, if I transfer the very same photograph into an SD card, will it show in the SD card the origin of that photo?
Uma sengidlulisela ku-SD card, ku-SD card izotshengisa yini ukuthi sibuya kuphi nendawo.
Noma ingeke isikhombise ukuthi sibuya kuphi, kodwa ezokwenza izosho ukuthi le SD card ngesikhathi i-receiver le photo ibikade ingaphakathi kwale device.
Okay.
Although it won't indicate the origin or the source, but it will say that at the time when this SD card received this photo, it was inside this device.
Now, the reason why I'm asking this, and I don't want us to be too technical because this is for an understanding of all of us, and you are guiding us. Let's then go to the last three photos, Mr. Sibanda. I'll come back to this one. That Mr. Munisi canvassed, Advocate Munisi canvassed with you towards the end of his cross-examination. That is the photos depicting what he said was Mr. Sibia, who's accused number one in this court, and the subsequent photos 17, 18, 19. Now, if you look at this photo, because now we see the metadata is quite limited compared to the first photos, can you tell whether or not this particular photograph was shared between devices or amongst devices?
Ngoba uma ubheka la okubhaliwe lana ke akukho kuningi njenga lezi ke ezidlulile. Ungasho ke la ukuthi lesi isithombe sona ke kwakusetshenziswa omakhalekhukhwini ukuthi ke sindluliswe.
Angikwazi ukubona njengoba sinje.
As the photo is like this, I can't see that.
But as an analyst, are there, when you do the downloading and analysis, are there what are termed artifacts or data points that can guide you to know whether or not a particular photograph was shared amongst or between devices?
Ngaba khona yini okwenzayo ke noma yini okungakusiza ukuthi uthole ukuthi ke isithombe lesi bekusetshenziswa noma bekuyisithombe esisuka kumakhalekhukhwini ethize sandluliselwa omunye?
Uma ngabe wenza analysis uyakhona ukubona lokho, especially isithombe ngabe sisesekhona efonini.
If you do analysis, you can see that, especially when the photo is still on the phone.
Ngoba uma usibheka nakhona uma ubheka le file name la iyasho ukuthi shared.
Okay.
Because if you look at that file name there, it does say shared.
Now, in your experience, can X-ray distinguish between photos that were shared via Bluetooth, MMS, and other methods?
X-ray lena yona ke iyakwazi yini ukusho ke ukuthi ke isithombe lesi sithunyelwe setshenziswa i-Bluetooth, i-MMS noma ezinye indlela?
Ngisengazi ngikwenze lokho. Anginaso isiqiniseko salokho.
I've never done that, so I'm not certain about that.
Kodwa engingaqinisekisa ukuthi mangabe ngi-analyzer efonini then ngiyakhona ukubona lokho.
But what I can say is that when I analyze on the phone, I'm able to see that.
Now, especially pertaining to this last one with depicted firearms and bullet cartridges, I don't know what these are called. As an example, because Mr. Munisi put a proposition to you, that is there a possibility that this was a download from the internet or a meme? A meme will also be shared from an internet amongst several users that are enthusiasts with guns or whatever, for whatever reason. Does this XRY, how does it handle such like photos that have been shared many times, the so-called trending photos or photos that have been shared by many other users of several devices? How does it handle that, and how does it represent that in the EXIF metadata?
Yenza kanjani ke XRY lena kuyithombe lezi ke ezisetshenziswe noma ke indluliswe ke abantu abaningi noma kusetshenziswa yenza isebenza kanjani?
Ngikaze ngidile isimo esinjalo.
I haven't come across such a situation.
Okay, all right. Now, with respect to these three photos that are at the back, the one depicting a gentleman in a red t-shirt holding the door of a motor vehicle, seated in a chair with a colleague or friend, and the one with a firearm. We cannot tell the device that took this photo because this is what is termed. So sorry, Mr. Sibanda, if you can go back to the EXIF metadata for a while. These are called what are called cuffed raw, right? Now, I'm going to want a warrant officer to get into this CAF draw so that we understand what it is. I personally know what that is, but for the benefit of the court and everybody else. This CAF draw, what it is, in simple language, without getting technical, warrant officer.
Kuyini ke nje yona ke i-capital leyana ke singasebenzisi nje sebenza nje okulula ke noma ke singabi technical.
Engicabanga ukuthi mina ngokwami ukwazi kusuke kusho ukuthi isithombe noma sideletiwe kodwa it's a print ukuthi sake saba khona lapha kule SD card.
According to my knowledge, understanding is that even if the picture or the photo has been deleted, but it says that it was once there.
And that will be, that term, it escapes my mind, the recovered captured, something to that effect. Is that correct?
Bakubizwa ukuthi recovered, captured.
Yes, kunjalo.
That's correct, yes.
Now, in your experience, and you, like I said at the beginning, I'm cross-examining you for understanding, because a lot of these pictures were just presented here in court, thrown around, and then we were bamboozled. So I want your understanding here. How then do you determine the date and the time from any device, be it a cell phone itself, SD card, or SIM cards, when the photo was deleted? Can you determine then that using X-ray software?
Usebenzisa yona ke X-ray ungasho i-date kanye futhi ke nesikhathi ukuthi ke isithombe lesi sasidilithwe nini.
Njengoba ngichazile njengoba sibona la awukhoni ukubona nangabe sidelete into eshiyayo ukuthi ikukhombisa ukuthi sake saba khona isithombe la noma ingakuniki information eningi ngaleso sithombe leso.
I'm unable to say, but as I mentioned it, that it just indicated that it was once there, but it doesn't give you more information.
Now, in simple terms, warrant officer, can you explain then that how you went about the process, that is, to recover the deleted photos that we've seen on this exhibit DD4 in brackets B? How did you go about it? Except to know that you used the physical extraction, but what does that entail?
Ngaphandle kokuthi ke wasebenzisa yona ke i-physical lena, kodwa yini le owayenza ukuthi yona i-physical leyo ke yini eyenzayo ukuthi ke ubuyiseleke izithombe eseyideletiwe?
Ngicabanga ukuthi lapho it's only the software esisebenzisayo njengoba ngichaze ukuthi once wenza physical then iyo extractor even izinto ezideleted, there's no way ongakwenza ngayo mina ngokwami phandle kwe software.
As I've said, that it is the software that we make use of, that once you do it or you engage that, the physical, then it is able to then retract those that are deleted. On my own, or myself, cannot do it.
Okay. Okay. We've now touched on whether you can distinguish between the downloaded. In fact, let me put it this way. Using XRY software, can you, I think you've touched on it, but let me make sure. Can you distinguish between photos that are taken by a device and photos that are downloaded from the internet and other mechanisms?
Uyakwazi ukuhlukanisa phakathi kwezithombe ekusetshenziswe i-device kuzona kanye futhi nezithombe ezi-downloaded.
Kunjalo uyakhona ukubona.
Yes, you are able to see.
Share that with me again. I think it escapes my mind. Share that with me again, please,
Ungaphinda
warrant
nje
officer.
ungichazele.
Okay. Uma ngabe isithombe ukuthi sisesekhona ku SD card njengala.
If the picture is still there, so on the SD card, just like here,
And then uma ngabe uvula ufile name
when you open file name,
Yes,
and then isithombe siyazichaza sona ngokwaso.
yes.
then the picture itself indicates.
Engicabanga ukuthi for i-court nawo wonke umuntu la akhona understand lento. Singane sashaya noma ngayisiphi isithombe
Yes, I was
esikhona.
going to tell you
You
to
can
go
just use
to
to
an
any other
example
photo.
of a photo like that, which has got all the data to show this is a photo captured by the phone itself, or this is a download from somewhere else. If you can refer, because you know this exhibit did the 4B better than me. Any photo that you can recall, then Advocate Sibanda will go to.
Kuthi wena nje uma ungabheka la noma isiphi
Advocate,
isithombe.
ngicela ungene mhlawumbe ku photo number 10.
10.
No, let's use the ones that we've worked on. That's why, hence I said from exhibit DD4B, because there are private photos here of people that are not supposed to be seen in this court. Hence I said specifically to the photo album that we've been working on, not random photos.
All right, ngicela siye ku photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
Let's go to this photo, Warrant Officer. Let's go to 2358, which is on page 2, because I don't want to see what I'm seeing now. Let's see if it's got the complete metadata in relation to the question that I asked, whether you can distinguish between a photo downloaded and a photo taken by the device itself.
Ayinayo ngoba ithi curve raw isafana nale ithombe ezini.
It doesn't have because it indicates curved raw, so it's still the same as the other photos.
And just on that curved raw, Warrant Officer, is curved raw the equivalent to say this was a deleted photo?
Ingaba ukcurved raw kuwukuthi isithombe lesi esasikade sideletiwe
And recovered.
sabuyiselwe.
Ngicela uthi ukhuphe kancane.
Can you go up?
Then national parcial show it's deleted, yes.
It indicates down there deleted, yes.
Okay. So let's look at the one that was not deleted. That will show us that this was taken by, or here, does it show whether it was taken by the device itself or downloaded?
Lana iyatshengisa yini ukuthi kwakusetshenziswe yona i-device le noma
Njengoba ngichazile ukuthi njengoba siswa lesithombe into esiyikhombisayo ukuthi lesikhathi sireceive ile device the SD card sasikade singaphakathi kwana iPhone Samsung J5.
it just indicates that when it was received, this SD card was inside the Samsung J5.
Let's go to another photo. I want this information clearly, Warrant Officer. Let's go to 2378, which I want a photo that was not deleted, that can show me exactly what I want.
Isithombe esasingadelethwanga ke esizobonisa ke lokho engikufunayo.
Let's go to 2378. Yeah, let's go to this one. Let's see the exif metadata of this one and comment if you see what I'm looking for. That also says Castro, so we may eliminate that. Let's go to 2379. Let's see the exif for that, Mr. Sibanda, please. Okay. That one is calf draw as well. How many pictures were deleted here?
What is the actual problem?
My Lord, I want to see whether or not the software that they use, this X-ray, can distinguish between photos that are...
No, fine, I get that.
Yes.
But the point is, matter cannot be created. That's what the witness is saying.
He says?
Matter in the form of the photos,
Yes.
which they downloaded,
Yes.
they can't be created. They can be changed through the exigency of, for instance, the software or not. Just explain.
Yes, let
If
me
a photo is taken of me, as I am now, it can go through 120 devices. Can it change the image as you see it now?
Uma ke uthola isithombe njengoba ngilana ke manje ngibona bese kuthi ke manje ngidlula ke kumakhalekhukhwini abaningi ingaba uzoshintsha yini le ndlela mina engingayo.
Ngokwami kwazi isithombe angeke sichange.
That's the point.
Into engachange yingalesikhathi iaccesswa umunye nomunye kule device ayisebenzisayo angeke izikhathi zifane kodwa isithombe sobe sisodwa.
What I know is that the photo itself won't change, but what will change is that when it's being accessed by the other, and then the following one, as well as the times, but the picture itself won't change.
I was not referring to a subject matter. I'll be foolhardy to say that if you share a photo, Ramasipele will come and dance. That was not my question. My question pertains to, and I've said, the EXIF data. Whether EXIF data can show you this is a JPEG, it was taken by a J5 Samsung, or this was a photograph which was shared from WhatsApp, Facebook, and the like, that distinction.
Advocate, I remember I explained that sengushilo lokuthi uma ngabe isithombe sisekhona efonini when you usibheka siyasho isithombe ukuthi lesi sibuya ku WhatsApp.
Yes.
And then uyakhona ukubona kule file name iyasho ukuthi shared.
Yes.
If isithombe it was shared.
But I've already said that if the photo is still there, and then it does indicate there that if it was sent via WhatsApp, then it says or it indicates shared.
Okwesibili ngiphinde ngayichaza lento ukuthi isithombe siyasho uma ngabe sibuya ku Facebook ucheck file name uyaba khona lo Facebook ukuthi sibuya ku Facebook.
And I also said that if the photo is still there and the source is Facebook, and you go to file name, it will then indicate Facebook.
And then uma ngabe isithombe sithethwe ngefoni siyasho DCIM bese space ithi camera JPEG sikunike lezo zinamba.
DCIM camera JPEG. And then if a phone was used, it will then indicate DCIM camera and then a JPEG.
Now, when I was putting my question, and I'm not going to belabor it with you, I was only looking for examples of those different types of whether this one is downloaded, whether this one was shot by the photograph from the actual EXIF metadata, but I understand that I'm not going to belabor that. Let's move on.
Yilokho ke bengifuna nje indlela ezahlukeneke uzakuzwa ke manje asiqhubekeke.
Now let's go to photo at page 2534, which is page 8 of exhibit DB4 in brackets B. Yeah, this one. Now, the reason why I'm referring you to this one, and I want the state to assist you with that piece of transcript, extract from transcript. Yesterday, you were made to read something, whether it was Mohola or Zungu, referring to a gray hoodie. Remember that aspect of the evidence yesterday?
Uyakhumbula ke izolo kukhulunywa ngama Mohola noma uZungu kukhulunywa ke ngehoodie grey.
Yep.
Yes.
Now, I want you to be assisted with that because in fact, the comparison. Now, okay, read that first, then I'll want to refer you as well to exhibit DD4 in brackets A.
Ifundeka kanje. Miss Mohola. Yes, my lord. There were a couple of hoodie jacket inside the wardrobe. He also, my lord, requested to take one of the hoodies, my lord, which was gray in color, and my lord, if I am not mistaken, he was wearing a red hoodie jacket as well.
Fundeka ngalendlela ke lana ubufakazi bakhe ke ubhalo Miss Mukhula yebo Nkosi enkantolo kwakunama hoodie ke nama jacket ama hoodie ke ayekhona lapho ke kodrephini wacela futhi ke ukuthi ke athathe enye yako eyayo ke eyayi grey ngombala uma ngenzi iphutha ke wayegqoke ihoodie eyayibomvu ijacket ngombala.
Now, I'll be fair, and with all due respect to Advocate Sibanda, and I don't fault you, you were made to read that on record without the context thereof being put to you, correct?
Lokho ke kuthiwe ukufundeke ngaphandle kokuthi ke utshelwe ke okupheleleke mayelana nakho lokho noma utshelwe yes.
And I'm not going to give you the context, it's got nothing to do with your evidence. Right?
Angeke ngikutsheleke ukuthi ke kwenzekani ke ngoba ke akuhlangene nobufakazi bakho.
But importantly, from that extract that you've just read, it said whoever Mr. Ntanzi requested to take one of the hoodies with, because he was wearing a red, obviously, for whatever reasons Mohola says, he was going to change now into this gray hoodie. That's my understanding. Are we on the sort of same understanding, reading from that?
Uma ufunda lana ke ukuthi ke wayizo thatha ke noma ke ethatha ihoodie lena ke eyayi grey ngombala uma ufunda khona la ukuthi ke Ntanzi mawubani ke wathathiswa noma ke wacela ukuthi athathe ihoodie le eyayi grey ngombala.
Yes.
I understand.
Now, yesterday you were requested, and correctly so, I think even by the court, to say, put what you observe on the picture, what is depicted on the picture, and you put everything. He's wearing a watch, a hoodie, a jacket, he's got a hoodie, he's wearing the hoodie on, and you describe the colors. I'm going to request you to do the same with this, because there's an important aspect that I want to pass by before I leave this aspect. Put the colors that are there.
All right. Kule sithombe ngibona umuntu
On this picture I see a person
ugqoke ijacket or tracksuit
who's wearing a jacket or a tracksuit,
enesigqoko
which is a hoodie.
igrey ngaphezulu
It's grey at the top.
ngaphakathi imnyamanyana
Inside it's a blackish.
and then phezulu emahlombe ukuya la esifubeni igrey
At the shoulders going towards the chest, it's grey.
inombala omnyama obhalwe ngomhlophe engakhona ukufunda ukuthi kubhala ukuthini.
There's a black color which is written in white, which I'm unable to read as to what is written there.
Then inombala obomvu
Also, it has a red color,
omhlophe
white,
then omunye futhi omnyama
another black,
and then omunye omhlophe
another white.
then ibese iba mnyama la ngenzansi futhi ibhalwe imbhalo ngembhalo emhlophe engakhona ukuyifunda.
It's also black here at the bottom. It's written in white, which I cannot read as to what it is that's written.
Then uyakhona ukuyibona ijacket futhi imkhono emide
You are able to see that it is a long sleeve jacket.
ugqoke iwashi
He's wearing a watch.
liyabonakala libmnyama nokubomvu.
It's visible that it is a black and some red.
Then kubonakala ngathi ungaphakathi endlini lo muntu iloko engingakubona.
And it appears as if this person is inside the house. That's what I can see.
Thank you, Warrant Officer. Now, in that passage, the extract from the proceedings where Sergeant Mohola was testifying, does she describe that hoodie by describing further the colors, the lettering, and everything that you have just placed on record?
Manje lana ke kuleli lawo ke uqeda ukuthi ke uyifundeke lendlela ke uqeda uchaza ngayo ke lana leminye imibala leni lokho kubhaliwe uyakusho umuhula la.
Hayi kuyaphambana.
No, it's not the same.
You see, the reason I'm asking you this, and I'm not faulting you, is this: when context is not provided, the leader of that evidence wants the court to draw an inference by providing this photo to say, this is the hooded jacket that I'm referring to that Ntazi took and asked us to take, when that's not the case. understand?
Uma ke ungatshelwa ke into ngokupheleleke lo ekube kuyena ke ohola ke ubufakazi ke ukuthi manje usefuna ke inkantolo ke manje ifikele kwesinqumo ke ukuthi ke lokhu ke obhaliwe lana yikona ke lokhu okubonakalayo lapha yana ekusithombeni engasikona.
And if I may respectfully ask the court, Mr. Ntazi, to rise up. He's here in court. If he can stand up.
Mangizamcela ukuthi uNtanzi asukume.
He's also wearing a grey hooded jacket today in court today.
Ugqoke ke ihoodie egrey namhlanje enkantolo.
Ngiyavuma.
I agree.
Sit, Mr. Bongani, thank you. And it's got nothing to do with you. The context within which this photograph you were meant to place the details thereof on record should have been explained to you so that you know what you are talking about. But because it's not important to you, you are an analyst. I analyzed, I was given a phone, I download it, then I give the information back to the IO. The IO will use it for his investigation because you are not privy to the investigation, correct?
Ukuthi kwenzekani kubufakazi awunalwazi angithi.
Kunjalo advocate.
That's correct.
These are matters of arguments. You can argue the points, my lord. I'll make my submission, Mr. Ramasipil will make his submissions. Not for this witness to comment.
My lord, I don't want to ridicule my colleague. This objection is laughable. He's the one that introduced and invited comment on these photos. So this objection is laughable. I'm not even going to entertain it and give it glory with a response. So I'm done with this. I wanted to show you that a particular narrative wanted to be pushed. When we hit back now, he jumps up and down and say,
Which narrative is that?
the one that, my lord, the inference, I'm a lawyer, the inference that the real reason why this photo was introduced is to align with the fact that Mukula says Mr. Ntazi asked to take a grey sweater, and they put this as the grey sweater, my lord. I'm a lawyer. That's an inference that they need this court to do.
Ukuthi lana mabefunda lokho ke befuna ke ukuthi lokho bhalwe noma kushiwo umkhulu lana ke kuhlanganiswe ke naso lesithombe ukuthi ke yona ke le hoodie egrey athi ke umkhulu uNtanzi wayithatha.
Is that what you're trying to show, say, Doctor?
No, my lord, that is not the only inference.
Okay.
Yes.
It's fine, my lord. Now it's an issue for argument. We'll both argue it. But he mustn't, when he's introduced something, when the shoe pinches, he stands up and cries. My lord, I'm going to ask, it's 25 past, may we resume tomorrow?
Yeah, sorry, Doctor. Ashley. Is it? Are you available tomorrow, sir?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, let's adjourn until tomorrow.